Testes,
Yeah.
testes. 1, 2, 3, testes.
Yeah.
All right. I can't hear myself, but that's okay.
Are you supposed to hear yourself?
Well, I've changed things a little bit. I don't have it plugged into the mic, so I'm not directly monitoring myself. So, yes. All right. The first thing we have to do, Chaotic, is wish somebody a very happy birthday today.
Yeah. Who's that?
That would be Brooklyn Mahan.
Yeah. All right. Nice.
There she is in the house.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday,
you.
little girl. It's not our favorite birthday because our favorite birthday is when her birthday falls on Father's Day, which is how it was the day she was born.
Oh.
Yes, she was my my Father's Day gift.
Okay. Nice. Well,
So
I don't know what kind of birthday present I could give you other than my presence here and you checking us out.
there you go.
There you go.
And unless we can find some DLC for the Batman game, she seems to like the Batman game.
The Lego Batman game?
Yes.
Nice. Still need to pick it up.
All right. Well,
Oh,
let's go ahead
yeah.
and
Gallagher guy's daughter's first birthday.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow! Congrats. You
Such a sweet little girl too.
share a birthday with my daughter. Awesome. Guy says he never hears himself. That's a problem. Are you saying you don't hear yourself or nobody listens to you? Anyway, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody here in the chat. Let's see, we got Little Alien, who is our #1 mod and member. Hey, that rascal fella's here. Chefy Guy. Of course, Miss Brooklyn. It doesn't show members here. I don't like that. This chat thing doesn't have it.
What do you mean it doesn't have it?
Oh, maybe it does. I thought
Yeah,
Brooklyn was
the little weird looking circle with the
okay. I
F,
thought
think.
Brooklyn got a membership out of with this. Maybe it expired.
Maybe it expired.
Because yeah, that S, I guess the membership. Yeah. Try to fast forward the count.
Your countdown's not as interesting.
I mean, I could do a more interesting countdown. All right, so we got Rich Wadello, we got MSU Rich, we got Gallagher Guy 88, who is celebrating his daughter's first birthday today.
Yeah.
And we said Rich Wadello already. And Scrolly, I'll just hit the rest. Mike Hawk Hertz, how's yours doing? And then we got Gamer Fridge in the house.
Welcome. Jay.
It is so weird not hearing that echo. So
Echo. Sorry. That's a
big
old
thank
crap
you
song.
to everybody from Brooklyn. Glad you actually got to the beginning of the stream because I didn't want to like wish you happy birthday and then be like, you come on and go, not only does he not say hi to me, he doesn't even say happy damn birthday.
Now, she didn't need that from you. You could just kept your mouth shut on that part. Didn't have to add that. I'm sorry, Brooklyn. I'm sorry you got to deal with that. He's so ill, isn't he?
Hey,
And
I wished her happy
hilarious.
birthday shortly after midnight my time, and she was already asleep because she didn't respond. So, Stock Jock is in the house.
Oh, Daryl, man, I hope you're feeling better. Well, I hope you're getting feeling better tomorrow when you go back to the doctor. You've been sick for a couple weeks now.
6 sucks.
Yeah. He's got this massive, nasty cough.
Dams. Dams. So let me look at the show notes because, hey, Ringer Steve.
Hey, Steve. Good to see you, man. Glad you got the X Arcade working good now, buddy.
I will let you handle the live chat while I find the rest of the stuff. Let's see here. I said hi. I welcome people to the show. We just want to say thank you to the mods and the members.
Yes.
Mods help keep this place safe, and the members help keep the lights on. So thank you very much. And there is
Absolutely.
a slight warning that there might be adult language. I've been doing better at that these last few weeks.
I'm going to do really bad at it today. I'm not having a great day anymore.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm not going to be swearing like a sailor because I'm not going to talk about the World Cup today because I have not watched any of the games.
I haven't watched any of
Not
the
today.
games today.
Not today. No. Did you catch any of yesterday's?
No. I watched the highlights to that UFC event on the White House lawn.
Nah, I was boycotting that.
That's all. Hold on. I know people are boycotting that, but it is considered one of the best UFC events of all time because there was no split decisions, no going all 5 rounds, 3 rounds, whatnot. It was all knockouts, beating the holy hell out of each other.
Did it last longer than 17 seconds?
Yes, every single match
okay.
lasted longer than 17 seconds.
Okay.
The final match went to the 5th and final round, and every time, man, I thought this guy was going to get his ass. He was getting his ass kicked like hard, but the other guy was all bloody and like bruised up, like you couldn't even see his eyeballs anymore. And then finally, like the guy just stood his ground. He was wobbly as hell, but land that good shot, knocked the guy, and then they went to the final bell or the final resting point between rounds, and the referee looked at the guy. He says, "No, you're done, man. You're done. Your nose looks like a vagina. It's bad."
Whoa. Wow.
Sorry,
We went down VJ
there.
territory.
I went there. Sorry, but yeah, like he was
man.
busted up bad, and I was like, you cannot continue this fight. Holy crap, man! Like they were putting it all out, dude.
Now hold on a
really
second. Let's back up to one of these things. Going back. So it's daughter's first birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just see something that we might be expecting another one?
Yeah, that man's got a 4th one on the way.
Wow, dude, you don't know when to quit. Goodness gracious.
The thing is, he wanted to quit.
I
She
say
didn't want
prayers
to
for
quit.
you.
Oh, hey, Sunday, bloody Sunday. That's all I gotta say.
Could have just said looked like a hatchet wound. I mean, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, his entire face looked like a hatchet wound.
We could talk a little bit about soccer. We're going to because it's an event. It's everywhere. But no, he was just talking about the fights. At the orange faced man's front lawn. So yeah. I mean, I have nothing against UFC at all. I just thought it was a huge publicity stunt that I didn't want to, participate in, and support. So.
Yeah, and also what Sheffield guy is saying, congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes beating the Vegas Golden Knights for the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that was Sunday night. I think one of the viewers told me about the outcome of that as I was streaming.
Yep, I had a blast watching the end of that game, man. I was rooting for the Hurricanes after my Avalanche got killed. So, what else? New York Knicks. Knicks. 53 years, man. 53 years, and now we're NBA champions. And I have to say, man, I gained a lot of respect for the New York Knicks, especially with the way the players conducted themselves after winning and the interviews and stuff. Praising God and just well mannered. Like everybody just seemed like they were very, very, very professional, and I really appreciated that too.
Now, Kumarev, thank you for joining us, is pointing out something I didn't make a big deal about. This being the 150th episode of that gaming show.
It is.
It is. That kind of snuck in there as I was doing the numbers. I'm going, man, I didn't make a big deal about this. Damn.
America's 250th. That gaming show's 150th.
150th. Yep.
Let's roll.
All right. Yeah, and that was a bad time a year ago. I don't ever want to go back into the hospital with Delilah again. That was not. It felt like a year ago. So congrats. Yes. Let's see.
Yep. When you think you're out, man, it pulls you back in.
You can sneak off and get things snipped. Just saying. Nobody will know. Just say you have a headache for a few weeks. That's all.
Yeah.
B. Kirby agrees with me 100%. What we got here? Okay.
Ted Adam Green. My good
Ted
neighbor,
Adam Green.
Right?
Okay. I didn't know how we're doing this. Okay.
So Ted Adam Green lives very, very close to me, like 5 minutes away, right? He messaged me the other day. He goes, "Hey, Send me the link to Rascal's channel because I need to sub to him because y'all are doing this Deserted Island series, and that sounds awesome. And I want to make
Cool.
sure I'm there for the live show. So I got you a new sub there, buddy.
Thanks for joining, Ted. I mean, it's funny. We've always been talking about what kind of topics can we do, and with me being injured right now and unable to play console games,
Hey, beautiful colors, by the way. Do you remember the roller skating game Skitchin from Sega Genesis? Yeah, I always got the pink armbands and stuff, the upgrades.
this is great. You know, this is a grandpa thing because I do this to entertain and please my granddaughter.
There you go.
So
Amen.
don't ask what color I painted my toenails during the pedicure on Sunday, but it might match this. All right.
Grapes.
Yeah, no, I asked to watch. Can I get the same hot pink for my fingernails? She goes, I will kill you. I'm like, okay, all right, fine.
Yeah,
You won't do that.
Mike Hawkhurst. You know what I'm talking about. Skitchin. Hell yeah, dude. That was dude, that was what was it? Road Rash on roller skates. It's awesome.
Go Knicks just for the RGT. And Devastator Omega lives in a World Cup host city.
I do too.
There's a lot of folks hitting up dining spots in town. I heard a story about a very small town that I forget which European country they're hosting. I think the place is called Lawrenceburg or Lawrence something, where they've got a team there that just kind of snuck up on them, and now they've got they couldn't afford to rent out the whole hotel, so they're staying there as just regular guests. No big security thing, and it sounds like a frigging blast because the town is welcoming the team's culture. I believe when the team got there, they said that one of the local bands, with the school bands, played their national anthem. That's the kind of stories I love to hear about an event like the World Cup. Is people coming together and not being all this usual stuff that we are. Country against country. I mean, Iran is participating in the World Cup. And I don't believe I saw any protests about it. No, it's the kind of thing where we're not here. I mean, yes, we are a national team, but we are here to play soccer, a game that these people, these athletes have been playing probably since before they could talk. Many of them, so cool stuff. Let me
So Devastator Omega, what hosts? Well, you don't have to say city, but what state is your host city in?
That'll kind of be a giveaway, but okay.
Because,
Unless he says California. California's got a couple of host cities.
The finals of the World Cup's going to take place in Atlanta, and I live an hour away from Atlanta, so we're going ham on it too.
And B Kirby, thank you for that. Let me scroll.
I love what our restaurant's doing too, because our restaurant every week is choosing a different country that's in the World Cup, and we're doing a national or special dish from that country.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Just dish or maybe a drink?
No, I think both. One of each. I forgot what we're doing this week. I think we're doing Argentina this week.
Devastator Omega is in Dallas. Well, cool, man, because that was the first game for the U.S. team, wasn't it, in Dallas?
I think so.
Friday, Saturday. So I was kind of Rich Odell, I agree, man. Sports do bring people together, and this is one of the few. By the way, Sean, if you're watching, I apologize. We're talking sports. You'll get over it. This is one of the few sports that goes worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the Olympics, winter and summer every 4 years and stuff. But our U.S. football, that's what it is. It's U.S. football. There's exhibition games that get held, but it's not as if we're going to be playing France. Baseball goes a little more international.
Yeah, well, they got World Baseball Classic now that they do every year.
Yeah. I mean, and there are many Asian teams that are killer, but again, doesn't have the worldwide reach of the World Cup
Yeah.
of soccer. And I've got to say, I've been enjoying watching it. If I could take the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks off, I would, but I can't. But yeah, it's been enjoyable. Now, we were talking about yesterday's game. You said you caught the highlights of yesterday?
Some, yeah, as much as I could.
4 games, all tied. That entire group all is 1-1-1-1. That's all it is, man. I mean, some were like, I think there's a 2-2, maybe a 4-4. There was a 0-0. But yeah, that was crazy. I didn't finish. I think we finished watching one last night to see it get tied.
I think I watched.
You got to be crazy.
It was Belgium against. I don't remember the other country. Oh, Egypt. Belgium against Egypt.
Was it? Oh yeah, Belgium. Because I was thinking Netherlands versus I think it was Curacao.
Yeah.
Curacao. So did you see that crowd and that parade for the Netherlands?
No.
Dude, they have this double-decker bus that, and a lot of the European leagues do this, where they'll have a bus haul, the fans to away games.
Yeah.
So I see this all the time on Welcome to Wrexham. Well, this big orange double-decker bus that you normally do that on, they put it on a fucking ship and brought it here.
Like a cruise ship?
No, like a container ship.
Oh.
It took a long time to get here. But they brought that bad boy over here and led a huge ass parade. Everyone wearing orange for the Netherlands colors. It was outrageous. That was a damn long parade. I'm going to watch some footage from a commentator who was on it later this week. Who will win?
Double-decker bus running around Dallas all week.
Yeah, and that thing was crazy. I mean, I'm sure you saw it, Devastator Omega. That was just incredible. Yes, Stock Jock, the Dutch know how to party. He says the fans kidnapped their sports lady and was hoisting her around.
Let's go. All right.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the U.S. team got a whole week off, and my favorites in this are the U.S. team and England, because there's a lot of folks in the in the England team from all those cool clubs over there. They're Tampa Tech gifted 5 gaming and guitar memberships. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Was just thinking about you earlier today too, man.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday again. I know it's been it's
a couple days
past, but hey, happy birthday again, Paul. Good to see you, man.
Definitely always good to see Paul here in the chat. Well, so honestly, I don't have much to say that's happened this week. I mean, I've watched no movies. I've watched no TV. All we've watched is FIFA World Cup. And in terms of games, it's just been the games I can play on my phone. As some of you know, I was streaming last weekend and the weekend before, 3 nights in a row each weekend, a mobile game, which was great because I can just casually do that, with one hand. And it was a nice, casual, easy game to play. Wasn't timed. It wasn't fidgety. So it was a good time. Hello, mate. Thank you for joining us in the chat. So, yeah, Tampa Tech, nicest guy on the internet.
P-Dubs wants to know, what was that game?
That game that I was playing, I think I still kept one of the assets in there, didn't I?
Block Party?
I deleted it.
Blast Party? Block Party?
Let me pull up the actual image, and I will show you. That'd be an easy way to do it. Let's see. Where did I store that? Probably under RBA show files.
Style game. I got invited to it, man. I was going to do it.
It's a puzzler. It's Block Blast.
Block Blast. I was like Blast Party, Block Party, Block Blast.
Yeah. I actually had set up there we go. Import that image. I was doing that for an hour and a half a night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday last week, and the weekend prior. And this is what it looked like. Now, it looks very similar to Tetris. You could say that. I'm not allowed to, but you can say that. But the pieces don't fall. You basically have a play field. You put the pieces onto it, and it's a puzzler. You need to go ahead and clear rows, columns. The more of each you do, clear the whole screen, points everywhere. So
So do y'all want to? Y'all know what? Y'all know what? If y'all didn't watch, you should watch the replay. But y'all know what it looked like when Scott screwed up and lost the level. It looked like this.
I'm still not close enough. Shit! Hit the wrong button. Hello.
Sorry, man. I had to do it.
That's okay, man. That's why I gave you the privileges. You can do whatever you want in here. Hell, you actually have the authority to end the damn stream, but don't do that because we might actually do a members only.
Endo Streamo. Oh, okay.
Let's say the hellos to everybody else who snuck in. Of course, Corner K did say hello. Michael B, the Game Genie. And Michael B, I just want to go ahead and give you just a pat on the back. You know why. You did good works, and that was cool. That's cool. He helped somebody out in the community. I don't want to go over the whole story, but I heard something that Michael B had done, and I just want to go ahead and say, dude, that's cool.
He spearheaded a good community thing to help somebody out who got screwed over, and ended up being a happy ending for him.
And it's not, and it's not the first time that Michael has done this. I mean, Michael spearheaded the campaign to go ahead and help Steve Sales. Yeah. So Michael B, you are a good guy in my book. I know you said nobody will believe me, but I just want to say, man, you're a good guy in my book. All right. She was mid-report. All right, let's go back to
Sorry,
what Devastator said. That's cool. Came back on that night when she returned her and was clearly tipsy. Oh, good for her. I mean, as long as nobody got roofied, no problem.
No, big brother, you're good, man.
I never said you're not a dick. I never have said that. Okay.
No, he didn't say dick. He said piece of shit.
Oh. Well, I never.
Oh, Zim said Zim. Yeah, the real Zim said Mike is a bag of shit.
Well, he ain't, guys. All right. No.
He's good in my book.
Good in my book too. So, what else have you been doing since our last show?
So Scott, man, I'll be honest with you. I was almost late to the show today.
I clearly noticed.
Yeah. So me and my wife were like, I was like, I'm craving some real pinball. I've been wanting to play some real pinball. So this restaurant I went to a couple months ago has 5 classic games, like perfect games to play. They got Theater of Magic, Jurassic Park, Dr. No, Godzilla, and Monster Bash. So I was like, I don't even want to eat their food. I just want to go there to play. Well, wife's like, well, I want to eat their food, and I'll play pinball with you. So we went out, and then her daughter called her and said, "Can you pick me up? I'm about 45 minutes away." So we get there about 3:00. I'm starting to play and everything. I give her the keys. Say, go pick her up. That's fine. They come back about an hour and a half later while I'm there by myself.
What?
Right. So they're taking their sweet precious time, right? They come back. They're like, we're hungry, so we're gonna eat. So they eat, and then they're like, no, we want to play. So I'm like, guys, it's almost 8:00, and we're an hour away. I gotta get back home. I gotta do a show. So get back home, and I'm rushing to do everything here. Power goes out. 5 minutes later, it comes back on, but I was pissed off because you saw me on camera backstage. I was getting everything ready. Yeah, there you go. I was having a good time.
It definitely looks like a great time.
Oh, dude, theater magic. I love playing that. Yeah, the real theater
Oh
magic.
yeah,
Unreal. But
yeah.
but I got back home. My power went out, so it ruined my two 3D prints. Well, it didn't ruin them because it gave me the option to resume. But
That'll still leave a line in there, even
one of my
on its
prints
best.
one of my prints is like slightly off now, and it's a 35-hour print, so I'm kind of pissed off about it. So, but it seems to be working now. I mean, I don't hear it complaining anymore, so hopefully it's okay. But man, coming home in a rush, and your power's out, and you're like, there goes my 35-hour print that's ruined, and hopefully it's not, but we'll see.
Well, like I said, depending upon how much time it had to cool off, there's gonna be a line. You will see it. It's kind of like when they show you those pictures of layers of rock and shit, and
Thanks,
there's gonna be something there. It has to.
Thanks, God.
Hey, just preparing you for it. Okay,
Being real, man. You're just being real, dude. I
just
appreciate it,
hopefully it's on the back.
yeah. Hopefully, I mean, it's
Because
on the side,
there's
technically.
actually always a line on every big print. Usually it's vertical.
Yeah.
I forgot what they call that line.
No, what a Z line, right?
Yeah, the Z line. So
Well,
you can sometimes hide that, especially if you're doing things like what do they call it, like a textured print.
so what I'm printing, guys, just so you know, it's Majora's Mask, and it's cut in half, so it's like standing up like this, and it's curving up towards each other, and it's got about that much left to print, and that's when the power went out. So now it's but the good news is I'm going to glue the two sides together, and it's going to come and be like a whole face. So hopefully it's on the inside, and you won't. It's going to hang. I'm going to hang it on the wall. So
Cools.
probably one of
Yeah, I mean,
those.
I had thought about that on big prints, and I've had a couple that's happened to. My system will even go ahead and, like, if you put two black spools in and one ends up, the other one will kick in and backfill
Yep.
it because it knows it's the same color, and you
Yep.
tell it to go one or the other. But
Yep.
I had a case where the tape didn't let go
It didn't let go.
from the spool,
Happened to
and
me
yeah,
too. Happened to me too. I know
yeah,
exactly what you're talking about. I was like, why? Why do y'all use this strong ass tape?
yeah, and that's
Just
when
use
I stopped using that brand.
just use
Done,
masking tape.
just done. Yeah, but like painter's tape or gaffer's tape,
Yeah,
simple
yeah,
stuff.
just something that's gonna rip away. Don't. Why'd y'all use this daggum aluminum tape or whatever the hell
What
this
in the
is?
deuce just beeped around here? Something beeped loud. I don't know. Wasn't my PC.
I was about to say, was your pacemaker?
Maybe.
Uh,
I don't have a Sir I device in here anymore. I'm waiting for the next one to come out. Okay, now I will, say I thought about this and said, hey, I've got battery backups on like my cable modem. I've actually got this whole streaming desk here on battery backup. I can run this and the cable modem for about 45 minutes
Okay.
without power in the house.
Okay. Now I'm gonna buy a UPS.
But the power draw from 3D printers is heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, you turn that bad boy off and turn it back on, your lights in the room flicker.
Oh, they're flickering now. Because of I guess between the AC, the arcade, and my two printers and my two dryer boxes are all going off. So I guess just a slight little flicker here and there.
Yeah, no, you'd honestly be better off getting, and it's too much money, something like a power wall that you're literally always running off the battery, and it charges up in the background. But yeah,
I need a
it'd be way
giant
too
UPS
expensive.
box.
Yeah, a Generac. Just get a Generac outside. You'll be fine. But okay, so
Definitely
yeah, I've done nothing big this week. You've had a good day today, but yeah,
That's
all
good.
right. So there's two things I want to bring to the table before we start talking about the main topic.
All
And
right.
in case
Game of Thrones style. What
you
are
didn't
bringing
notice,
to the table?
the main topic is your 3 home gaming consoles that you want on a deserted island. But there are 2 things I wanted to chat about. One is a little piece of news that is in the form of a. See, this is going to work. Do that. Okay, it's muted for now. This is a demo of a game that I played back in, I want to say, the 90s. Let's go back to screen sharing.
Demo of a game you played back in the 90s.
That's been remastered. First
What,
person
Star
shooter.
Fox?
No. This is PC based.
Oh.
All right. And let me see if I can make this go full screen and look prettier. How does that look on there? This is a game called Sin. And,
Hey, I remember Sin.
well, Sin has now got both, got everything in one game, and it has been remastered.
What?
And so this is looking much better than it did. But here's the cool thing: you can switch between the gold version, which was the first remaster, and this new version on the new engine on the fly.
Hey. So
And-
we're going from Pentium 1 to Pentium 3 graphics.
Still a big upgrade on it.
Absolutely.
But I
I'll
will
take
say,
it, man.
this was a fun campaign. It really was. Loved the game. Loved the storyline. And right now, if you just want to check it out on Steam, the demo is free.
Really?
Yeah,
It's got to have multiplayer, right? Like deathmatch?
I thought it did. Let me go look at the main screen. Let's.
Because it reminds me of like Half-Life 1 style.
It's got a
graphics.
very Half-Life feel to it.
It's called
let's
Sin
see.
Reloaded.
It's single player only.
Ah,
Does work with Xbox and PlayStation controllers.
okay.
And let's see, do they say Steam Deck compatibility is unknown?
What's up, Sean? Welcome back, man.
So, but that is one thing that I saw that I wanted to pass on. And then there was Sin Reload. Oh, yeah, you and I got to talk about this. So I don't know how big a fan you are because you mentioned you're on the fence on this one also. Is the Kingdom Hearts collection 1 through 3?
Oh yeah, I'm on that.
I mean, I need that. I wasn't a PlayStation owner for the longest time.
Is it on Steam?
Some of the remasters are. I don't think all of them are.
Is this
especially
new
because-
collection gonna be on there?
Let me see. I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to share that screen. Let's see. Go over to here.
I gotta
Sherry,
make Steam
Sherry,
load.
because sharing is caring.
Oh, Steam, I hate you.
That's why you don't do that. All right, so they are saying switch to PlayStation and Xbox X and S is where this collection's coming to.
Oh yeah.
Now you do have some of the individual games in there. You can see where you can get them. There are many that are on the Steam store.
Yeah, I see it. I see 3, 2.8, and then 1.5, 2.5 remix.
Mm-hmm.
3 separate games.
Yes, and that isn't everything because there are games in this collection that
Yep.
used to be handheld games.
Yep. And
So
that's you have to have those in order to continue the story.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
you
story.
get
The
the whole
story. In the past, this story went ahead and traversed 3 or 4 different consoles. So, because you had it on Game Boy, you had it on DS, you had it on PlayStation. So, and there was no one platform that had them all. I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb here. I'm going to hit this magic button. So we're going to watch it.
What's it called? It's going to be what?
Hold on, that's too loud. I know it is. And you can't
don't
see
hear
it
it.
yet.
I don't hear it. So. Oh, okay, there it is.
Let's go full screen. So, am I talking loud enough over it? Do I need to lower it?
Actually, you're loud enough. Over it.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, this is basically from Square Enix, and it is kind of a mix of Final Fantasy and Disney together. I remember the original ones where I was using Final Fantasy VII characters and Goofy and Mickey and stuff like that.
It don't come out until October.
Yeah, October. Pre-orders right now for $75.
Yeah, I see 69
darkness.
I know now.
But you can buy them separately right now.
Oh yeah, almost all this stuff is available separately.
Oh, okay, but it's over $100,
We can always be
$130 to get
just
all
like
three
this
of them.
forever.
So,
Easily.
Me too.
I know they had a couple different collections separately, and the PlayStation was actually the best place to get it.
Although my heart
But
may be weak,
yeah,
it's
this is going to be available for the 3 platforms,
My friends,
and it's going to include everything.
they are my power.
Don't ever forget, wherever you go, I'm always with you.
My daughter, Brooklyn, used to have a giant Keyblade hanging on her wall. I don't know if she still has it, if some of those, you know... No, so it says Xbox on PC,
Okay, so if you buy it on Xbox, you get it on PC as well.
but it says available now on Steam and other things.
Yes, yes. So they're separated. Yes, you can get them now. But if you wait till October, you can get them all in one bundle, and it'll be cheaper.
That's where I'm at. My biggest thing for me is what platform to get it on, because I now own an Xbox X and a PlayStation 5, so I've got the cool big bad boys for my TV, but I also own a Switch 2. And I've always liked to carry my games with me, if possible. I mean, that's back in the day why I bought the Steam Deck, is to be able to take my Steam library with me. But if this is on Switch 2, and Switch 2 is, you know, powerful enough device, do I go that route?
Yeah.
You know, and right now I think you pre-order, you get an exclusive Keyblade, a different one for the different systems.
Yep.
You get Phantom Green for the Xbox. Steam has the Dead of Night. Nintendo Switch has the Long Night, and the Midnight Blue is on the PlayStation. But yeah, so I'm
Thank you, Ted. You know all about it.
I would be pre-ordering.
Yeah, I think I will too. Well, not pre-order. I'll wait for a good sale. You said last week you like turn-based RPGs, right?
Yes, I do.
Have you played Sea of Stars?
No, I have not.
Okay, Sea of Stars is like Chrono Trigger and Mario RPG had a baby.
Okay.
It's time based if you want to do more damage or if you want to defend yourself from attacks. But the story is like long and epic, like Chrono Trigger was.
Okay. I mean, I was really big on the old, Square Enix titles, playing those to death. My favorite, and this has been redone elsewhere, was Final Fantasy Tactics. When that came out, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And it's since been redone by Square Enix as well as other companies, and love those. Let me get to Galaga Guy's question/point. I don't play the Switch mostly on TV. I play it a couple of ways. I do play on TV. When I'm into a game, I live stream it, so it's hooked up to my computer here. But I also take that Switch with me when I can. It's not in my backpack now, but I take that Switch with me all the time. So if I'm taking a break at work, get all my work caught up, and damn it, I want to do something, I play a game for a little bit. Heck, I even keep a guitar at work for those times that I'm ever caught up. Again, I can't do that either. So, let's see. Remember being on Discord call with him all night long on that horrible outage? Sea of Stars, very well done. So, what platform is Sea of Stars on?
It's on all platforms. I'm about to actually show you the trailer for it because you're acting like you've never seen this before.
I'm going to say I haven't.
All right, man. So it's from the creators of The Messenger. I live streamed this probably about a year ago now.
I know The Messenger. Yep.
The music conductor is from Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and Xeno series.
Okay,
Literally,
something is beeping in here.
You don't have to battle anything, right? If you run into an enemy, then you unlock the battle. But man, this game's awesome. This is exactly what I've always wanted from a turn-based
And it is
RPG.
total turn-based. No, I can sit there and just take my time, or is there going to at least be a timer?
No, take your time. Take your time. There is no, and plus it's all timed hits too. So if you can keep a combo going, keep a combo going. By timing your button presses as well as defense as well. So when an enemy attacks you, you can actually time your button press to block or mitigate the damage. If one of your characters gets knocked out in battle, all you have to there is no revive. You just have to wait 3 turns. If you survive 3 turns, that character will come back to life. Well, not because they don't really die; they just get knocked out.
Okay.
But
No, that's very similar to a lot of other games.
yeah, tons of free DLC came out for it and everything. It's a really long game. It's a lot of fun, man. I suggest anybody to pick this up. They actually just released this for mobile phones now. It's on Apple and Android. I just found out.
Interesting.
But yeah, the world traversal, it's linear, but there's secrets you can find, and if you run into an enemy, like I said, it turns into a turn-based battle, like Chrono Trigger. And if you time your button presses just right, you can do double damage.
And that's going to be the tough part because, good timing, is thumb is easy because it's right there, but not for me, versus having to hold the controller and do this.
There's also a easy mode where it will basically wait for you to hit the button to do a timed hit.
Okay.
Like it will stop in mid swing, so you could hit the button if you want it on easy mode. You won't get the good ending, but it's really good. I think IGN gave it like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. There's a lot of different websites that gave it a lot of support. It's a great game.
Okie dokie. Let's see. What does it say? I'm back on my Kingdom Hearts thing. Collection currently on sale as the Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece on Steam. What?
Bullshit.
Kingdom Hearts Integrum. All right.
I don't know what that is. Integrum.
I know it's not Red Room because that's murder.
I'm only seeing 3 releases. I'm seeing 2.8 Final Chapter, 3 plus Remind, and then 1.5, 2.5 Remix.
All right, so I'm going to search for.
Oh wait, Integrum, is that the music? Is that the music style game? No, it's not even giving me the option. It's only showing me 3 games.
Integrum.
Yeah, I'm not even getting that option.
Yeah, I don't see it. Did I mean that? No. So why are they lying to us?
I don't know. I never heard of that. Unless that's that rhythm-based game, but
No. That was an interesting one too. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. So, I think it's $75. I don't know.
guys, he's picking it up live.
Am I? Should I go buy it right now, live?
Yeah, why not?
Just go to Best Buy and
I want to see your
buy
credit
it?
card information right now.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I'll gladly share that screenshot of my credit score again, though. That's
Oh no, we don't need to see that now.
That was exciting. I didn't think it was possible. All right, get rid of
just jealous.
Dude, 20 years ago, I almost declared bankruptcy, okay? So
hey, me too.
For me to pull that off is a miracle. And just because we're teasing you guys, I literally got an update the other day. It said my credit score is now 850. and I went out and just bought everything. Just fucking bought everything.
So now it's like a 640.
Yeah, exactly. I opened seven other lines of credit. No.
Yeah.
All I did to celebrate was I did buy that Pac-Man Fender Telecaster. So I ordered that, and I will be getting that in August.
Photo Gallery Unlimited is a premium.
Why in the name of Jesus, Joseph, and Mary is she talking to me again?
You'll be automatically charged $2.
Alexa, shut up.
mine just said, got it.
Yeah, everybody's right now just got very subservient. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
I didn't mean to. Don't
Fuck
tell
you, Scott. Sorry.
Don't tell Mom.
Please don't unplug me.
Yeah, there you go, honey. I could buy all the things. I'll tell you, I waited till the very last day to buy that Telecaster because my wife gave me clearance a while ago to buy it as my Father's Day gift. But I kept, oh man, what happens if I never get full use of my hand back and blah, blah, blah. Speaking of which, shout out to my brother-in-law, Robert. If you see behind me, there's a red base. And that red base was provided, as a loaner from my brother-in-law. I said, I can't play guitar right now with no thumb. I want to try to play bass. And I was looking at maybe buying one. And he kind of resells guitars and said, hey, I'll loan you one.
So how are you doing, Les Claypool?
What?
Oh, I said, how are you doing, Les Claypool?
Who's Les Claypool?
Oh, man, damn. Scott,
What?
do you know anything about Primus?
Not that much, obviously.
Okay. Les Claypool is one of the greatest bassists.
Flea would come kick your ass for that, but Flea isn't that good anyway.
I think
I don't think Flea's that good. No.
I was about to say I think he's way better than Flea.
Oh, Chefy guy either is very happy with your reference or very disappointed in me. Probably both.
Or he's like, damn, that's nice that your brother-in-law got you that bass.
Maybe that's what the oh wow is for. Yeah. Matter of fact,
Claypool, man, one of the greatest basses of all time.
Sean was disappointed.
Thank you, Sean.
Sorry, Sean. I let you down. Go for
listen,
Kiss trivia, and I've got it.
Just listen to Shake Hands with Beef, man. Holy shit.
Okay. All right. I wills.
That bass work is sick.
I don't think I had anything else on the list. So, all right. Let me just ask, if I don't go Switch 2, where would I go on that Kingdom Hearts? Would you guys say PS5 or Xbox 2? Or sorry, Xbox X and S, and why? I'm listening.
I'm going Xbox. Yeah, Too Many Puppies, their first ever song. My Name is Mud.
I know who Primus is, okay? I just don't know the band members' names. Okay? I don't know a lot of all band members. Creed, I can only maybe name one player on that.
It's because he has the same name as you.
Probably, okay?
Oh, his name is Scott too.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, you lagged, so he went, yeah. Oh, he's frozen. Is that my internet or is that his internet? Is that StreamYard? Either way, one of us is frozen. And I'm going to need chat to say something, because if I'm just sitting here and it's dead air because of me and y'all don't hear me, then therefore I'm doing this for no reason. So chat, who's frozen right now? Is it him or is it me? Chat's not saying anything, so it's probably me. Oh, it's his internet. Oh shit. Well, guys, hi, how's it going? Welcome back to the Chaotic PPR show. Rascal's gone. Rascal's dead. He doesn't know who Primus is. Therefore, they shut down his internet. Oh, and he's gone, and I am now the host. Ice Cube. That's that toothpick in his mouth, man. That's what done it to him. So, in other words, this is what happened.
I'm still not close enough. Shit. Hit the wrong button.
That man said, shit. Now the viewers are coming in. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sean. Neither of us have a battery backup, so there you go. I'm hijacking the show. Hey, so if I send out the link, who wants to join me on the show right now? Because I'm not ending this show. I'm gonna keep talking. And hopefully we can do let's do a conversation. Let's do a conversation about this deserted island and what 3 consoles are a must for you to have. Let's go back up through chat. That's a lot of people. A lot of chats and stuff. I know my buddy Ted Allen Green said something. There it is. So my buddy Ted Allen Green says his desert island consoles will be Sega Genesis. And I know why. That reason why you would choose a Sega Genesis is for Vector Man. Oh, wait. I see Rascal with no face.
No camera yet. I'm trying.
Oh! Device is not connected. Nintendo GameCube and Atari Pac-Man Edition 2600. Ted! I'm not mad about that. That's actually a pretty good deal, man. There he is.
All right,
man. Vector Man. That's what's up.
All right, can I at least be heard?
Yeah, you're heard.
All right, I'm going to have to get my camera back, restart my browser.
Okay.
So you hold on the fort. I'll be right back.
Dude, I've been holding down the fort for the past 3 years.
You haven't even been co-hosting here for 3 years.
No, I haven't.
I'll be right back.
I do like your skull, though. It's pretty.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back, guys. So, Jason Leyland says the ColecoVision can play Atari 2600 games. Stock Shock, come on, man. And Television 2, and Television Sprint. The ColecoVision, Genesis, and Super Nintendo. What's so special about the ColecoVision? I've never gotten into that stuff, man. I've never gotten into any of that. So you're gonna have to school me on that, Jason. You're gonna have to. I guess I just need to download some ColecoVision on my ALU and give that a shot. Wait a minute. He's back.
You could have kept the lead slot. You were holding on the fort.
No. Please don't let me ruin your show. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Well,
some of these people are trying to get me.
I'm glad this actually recovered. That I probably would have recovered had I not made you the admin superpower user or some shit.
Oh yeah. Stream would have ended and everything, and I've just been like, all right, cool, I'm going to bed.
Oh man, so let me catch up here. Rascal, yes. Stock Jock had so we got a few that came up there.
Yeah, so I was going ahead and starting the topic because I didn't know what I was talking about.
And of course, Stock Jock calls me out. No, nothing powered down here. It was just total shit show when it came to StreamYard because I looked over at YouTube. YouTube said it's still running, but it wants the source.
Yeah.
So
you know what it was, man? You talked shit about Primus, and Primus said, cut down his internet. Fuck that guy.
All right. So the first one that came up here was ColecoVision, Genesis, and SNES. I mean, I can get behind that. And I think I saw it there that, let's see, Alien says ColecoVision can play 2,600 games. Is this true, guys?
Yes.
Is this something I was not aware of?
Jason knows more than I would ever know. So
All
real
right.
quick, what's so special about the ColecoVision? We're on camera. We're live together. Please tell me. What's so special about ColecoVision?
I mean, did you pull up a picture of the ColecoVision?
I don't know what a ColecoVision is, man.
I mean, Intellivision and ColecoVision came out right about the same time, I want to say, give or take. And both had their, let's see, ColecoVision. Let me just go to Wikipedia and we'll find the damn thing.
Jesus Christ. Sounds like a VCR with a telephone.
Okay, so ColecoVision.
Oh, ColecoVision. Jesus Christ, why didn't I get this? That's actually a cool looking version of Donkey Kong. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, their Donkey Kong is strong.
It's backwards, but it's cool.
I was wondering ColecoVision. Zaxxon was sweet on that. Yeah, there were some
Zaxxon,
great games on there.
Pitfall, Fryer.
Now, the controller itself, though, I think left a little to be desired in terms of joystick interface.
Okay.
I mean, let me see. Can I sit there and hit share shit and stuff? Let's see. I'll break the internet again. Fuck it. Break it. Da 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 da. There's that language I talked about.
Fuck it, break it.
All right. Blah, 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 blah. Here's your photograph.
Didn't they re-release the ColecoVision like mini or whatever?
No, I think it was damn near full size. But so,
Flashback, is it?
oh my God. Sorry.
No, that's by At Games. ColecoVision At Games Flashback. Hell no.
Yeah, the flashbacks were always
$200.
their thing. Now, I will say the Atari flashback was good. I beat the hell out of that thing.
I didn't know At Games made one.
At Games did a lot of the mini consoles. One of the ones that I worked on when I was there was the Atari 2600. It's an itty bitty baby. Did not take. Did y'all talk about Commodore callback yet? Did not. Matter of fact, Commodore 64 was off of our list because we didn't want any of the PC type consoles. See, ColecoVision the first that had closer to arcade ports. That is true. Atari did have some, but they were weak at best. Yep, almost got the arcade experience at home. I agree with you.
Gen X Grown Up did a video. Burger Time on ColecoVision has better controls. It's got some secret sauce. Okay.
That or it may be the difference in 4-way versus 8-way. Blah blah blah. All right, let's go ahead and see if I can see any more pictures here on the ColecoVision because it says that's picture 2 of 8.
Get 40
right.
ColecoVision games on Steam.
Mr. Doe, Ladybug, Donkey Kong.
Is it Mr. Doe or Mr. Do?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Now, what was this expansion module they speak of? That looks pretty intense. It's growing like a fucking Sega. What?
A steering wheel.
With a pedal? Does that pedal come out?
It's
Or do you have to
got
put?
I mean, I don't think you.
Damn.
Yeah. Zapper?
That looks like a fucking blender for my kitchen.
No, man. That looks like something from Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica.
Okay, so that looks like a more of a traditional joystick. I can get behind that. And here's the flashback. Yeah.
First steering wheel and pedal to play Sega's Turbo and other games like Destructor. Dang, man. All right. That's pretty innovative.
The fact that it can play 2600, let me see, there it was right there. That expansion module was for the 2600, which I assume is literally just a 2600, with a pass-through or, emulator with a pass-through.
All right. Those controllers are called Super Action controllers, and you had a stick and 4 action buttons, like games for Rocky and baseball.
So it says this
like a pistol to me.
the expansion module, 2600 used largely off-the-shelf components, and reverse engineered equivalents. So it provided power and clock input. Okay, so yeah, it literally went ahead and just did a pass-through 2600. Okay. Prompted legal action from Atari, settled out of court. Coleco becoming licensed under Atari's patents. Very interesting. And so that gas pedal is a simple on-off switch. I gotta say that's a strong contender for the top 3 on the island.
Nice.
Definitely. Now, I saw the words Intellivision on there. Let's see. Super Nintendo. MSG Rich went Super Nintendo, Xbox 360. We said 360 was legit.
Uh, I want to say no.
Wasn't that the first one that was online?
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that you had to have online to, or you don't have to have online in order to play online. You had to have a subscription. So I wasn't okay with that.
Let me see where that fell into the generations. Let's see. 360 actually falls into 7th generation along with the PS3 and the Nintendo Wii. So disqualified, but we can go ahead and find an alternative. Okay.
Yeah, so anything that could double up as a PC, guys, or anything that required an internet connection to play your games, I was disqualifying because, like, in other words, Steam Deck. Yeah, so your library of games, you would have to download them, right? I'd rather do physical media,
Cartridges
instead
or
of,
discs.
yeah,
Yep.
cartridges or disc, instead of buying and downloading games and stuff. You're on a deserted island, right? You shouldn't have. To me, you shouldn't even have internet. Period. So
Yep. Now Dreamcast did have connectivity, but wasn't required.
it wasn't required. Like you had physical stuff. So
Now these are some good choices: Dreamcast, AES, and GameCube. All very different consoles, different controllers, and things like that. Little Aliens throwing up the classic, the 2600. Now Sheffic gave us some backup on why. SNES because of SMBW2. Let's see, Sega Genesis because of NHL 94.
NHL '94. That's my jam.
PS3. Didn't we stop at PS2? I thought PS3 fell into 7th gen.
It
It
did.
does.
But I'm trying to remember. Did PS3 require a subscription for online? Or
I don't
never
remember.
mind. It doesn't
We'll let it
matter.
go.
That doesn't matter.
So we got
It's
the
all
steering
about
wheel.
business.
Yep. Yeah, you already read that out loud earlier. But yeah, to his point, they had a lot of different options on there. And television also had an adapter. I kind of thought the ColecoVision and television were very similar when I saw them in real life back in the day. Steam Deck is not safe because we weren't going PC. We're just going console.
Yeah, I wanted physical only. So if you had to think about physical library, guys, what 3 consoles would be a must for you to have if you could only have physical libraries? You don't have to
No.
have the entire library. You don't have to pick 3 specific games or anything like that. Just what consoles did you love the most that had the best library physically, for you to take with you?
See, I'm going to go ahead and say PS3 and 360 are out. They both had online stores.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Going back here, and television had Frogbog. It did.
Yes, it did.
Now, Sega Genesis had SegaNet, but when we talk about that and what the Dreamcast had, I think even you could pull that off of one of the older Nintendos. There was a satellite service for the older Nintendos you could play, but those were not required, and they did not have online stores. Let's see. There's radio stations broadcast free games for you to record on tape and using your Commodore. I remember those days.
That's insane.
Oh, tapes were so damn slow. I mean, I used to type in these huge games from Byte magazine into my TRS-80 and then save them to cassette. And damn, you hope that cassette didn't, F up.
Or have a
All right.
power outage.
Rebels, SNES, PS2, and Dreamcast. Okay.
Great choice. Great choices.
The Nomad, I'm putting that into the handheld category. Even though you could hook it up to the TV, I'm gonna go with that as being handheld.
But did it require Genesis cartridges?
Yes.
It required them.
Yeah. But I consider that a handheld.
I would probably let that slide only
Okay.
because it required a physical cartridge to play.
Okay. I mean, well, so did the
and
Game
it required
Boys.
the
So
actual-
so did the DS.
Okay, fine. You can do those generation handheld consoles too.
Okay. I'll go out here. We'll make a ruling. The Nomad can fall into the
Portable console.
home and portable consoles category.
It was a hybrid.
Yep. Okay. Satellaview is the SNES. Okay.
That's a television. Yeah.
He's never even heard of that. All right. Of course, you're playing Rocket League. I wish I could. We got the Genesis, the N64, the SNES. Now,
Great
again,
choice.
tell us why. Dreamcast instead of PS3 then. Jet Set Radio, Power Stone, Recode Veronica. Hell yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go ahead and touch on ours. You want to go first for your first of three, or you want me to lead off?
I'll go first.
Okay. And I want to hear why.
Man, so I've been thinking about this all week, and I've been struggling with it. I'll go ahead with my guarantee, and that guarantee is going to be Sega Genesis. Reason why, it had some of the best sports games. Period. NHL '94 was awesome, and though like some games, were on Super Nintendo as well and Sega Genesis, but sounded better on Sega Genesis. Some games sounded better and played better on Super Nintendo. But the titles that weren't cross-platform or weren't, on both platforms were amazing. And a lot of those were sports titles. Like I remember some boxing games I would play that were awesome. Didn't really care for Madden or anything, but trying to think. There's so many Sega Genesis games. Splatterhouse was great, like Splatterhouse 2. The Ghouls and Ghosts Sega Genesis version was different.
Mm-hmm.
It was its own game. That was
Well,
awesome.
even Mortal Kombat was
Mortal
different
Kombat
on the Genesis
had
versus.
blood.
Yep, had real blood. Wasn't that green stuff?
Yep. And then, of course, games like Ted Allen Greenwood mentioned that it is his absolute favorite. Vector Man was insane for a Sega Genesis game. I remember one game that me and my buddy could not stop playing was Zero Tolerance, which was like Wolfenstein and Doom, but super bloody, like really, really, really bloody. Like you could blow up body parts and stuff off of people. Golly. So, and then of course, you got Sonic and stuff like that too. But Sega Genesis, man, it was its own special thing back then. And there was nothing else that, to me, like Sega does what Nintendo don't.
What Nintendo don't. Get it right.
Nintendo don't, sorry. Was a great moniker because I felt that way when it came to playing a lot of Sega Genesis games and the way they played. So definitely number one console was going to be Sega Genesis.
Okay. I mean, Sonic alone, which was one of the first, whatchamacallit, what do you call it? When you have a
Launch title?
no, not that.
Platformer?
No, it's kind of like sports where you've got that animal on the side, on the sideline. Oh, God.
Sidekick.
Not that. Somebody give me. I'm drawing a mental blank
Co-op?
right now. No. Damn it! It's
Mascot.
Mascot. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I was getting there. We're
Yeah,
getting there.
I was trying it. I don't know why. It must be the Long Island iced teas. But yeah, I mean, big mascot for Sega, and to to go
Jeffy was
ahead
killing me.
and pull off things. I mean, Sonic, the speed of that game could not have been done on Nintendo at the time. It
Not
just
at the time.
it didn't have it at all. That was the one thing that they wanted to do was. MG says it's his birthday today too. No fucking way. Is it? Is it really?
Let me see your driver's license
Yep. Go ahead. Need to card you. Send me a
birth certificate.
send me a photo.
And stop texting Scott and just come into the chat and talk to me, man. You can text me too. I know you stopped texting me, but you can text me again. We can be friends again.
All right. So you had your number one. I'm gonna go with mine. Mine are actually time based, and mine are nostalgia based.
Everybody in chat gets it, man. Sega Genesis changed the landscape.
Don't show that. Show this one. So that was my first and my most memorable.
The 2600, right?
2600. My father and I played that to death when it came out. It was a lot of our, believe it or not, quality father-son time at that age that I was, because he was working his butt off, so we couldn't go out in the yard and play ball by the time he got home. So this is what we would do after dinner, is play this. And there were games on there that were so memorable for us. Even the simple ones, Warlords, or Tanks, or it's called Combat, Air-Sea Battle. All of these simple games, my father was pretty good at for his age, was just pretty good at, period. And he was a very competitive person. And to be able to kick my ass at something gave him great joy. But it also gave me something to work towards. And yeah, like that for what it was. Now, those joysticks broke so easily. They were these weird little bubble contacts on a circuit board that would literally just burst. You'd have to go, buy another one or do some weird, stuff. I was able to actually redo the bubbles a little bit. But another thing about the 2600, when you used paddle games, 2 paddles would go into one controller port because they basically mimicked the X and Y axis of a joystick. Mm-hmm. So you could hook up 2 sets and play 4-player games.
Yep.
So you could play 2 player games with joysticks, or up to 4-player games with the paddles. So literally, the game Warlords, you could have a family of 4 playing that game at the same time.
Right.
I'm going to say that was actually pretty cool. Now you see titles there like Pac-Man and Asteroids. They were shit. All right. The graphics on those, total crap. Now, do I still like playing them? Believe it or not, yes. I've got what was the cool Atari with the wireless joysticks that had the RGB colors? The Game Station.
Yeah, the Game Station. Yeah.
Game Station Pro.
Yeah.
So I've got one of those. I'm actually charging the controllers up now, but I've also got a lot of ROMs on a thumb drive hooked into my Legends Core Max from At Games, because I have a collection of every single game I owned physically on there. Mm-hmm. And I can actually play that right now because I could use my my control deck, my mini on that, and still just do one joystick and buttons. So, but yeah, this right here is my early childhood. This is a lot of time spent with my dad, and a lot of memories. So that's my number one. Pac-Man 8 Dots Sideways. Yeah, it was jank. It was so damn jank. Let me pull that off of here.
I'm not gonna lie. I got the portable handheld Atari, the Game Station Go.
Mm-hmm.
I play a lot of the 2600 games on there and stuff, like Pac-Man and stuff. It did bring a bunch of memories of me, because that was one of the first game consoles I ever played, and And my babysitter at the time had it. I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. And that's what she had. So I was constantly playing, was it Empire Strikes Back on there, and then Pac-Man. Just going back and forth between those two. Good times.
It was. I mean, like I said, the games, because of the very huge pixels on the 2600, were crap, but you got to play them. There was one game that I loved on there. I'm trying to think. No, Night Driver was trash, although I still played it to death. There was one where you drove the cars around in what looked like a Pac-Man type screen. I later coded that for the TRS-80. I'll have to look up which one it was, but it was a fun game for me. You basically were trying not to crash with the other cars, and you literally would be changing lanes as you went around. You had like here, and here is where you could change your lanes to go in or out. And yeah, it was just hours and hours and hours. All right, what's next?
Oh, console number 2. So, is that Super Sprint?
No, gosh, I got to think about what it was
They made
called.
Super Sprint for Atari. I think Super Sprint was like off-road.
Atari 2600 car games.
Alien says Demon Attack was great. Yard's Revenge, Adventure. I remember Adventure. River Raid, Pitfall, and Laser Blast.
See, Street Racer. No. I can't find it. Damn it to hell. I'll find it.
What was that one called? Was it Haunted House?
Haunted House, yep.
Where you were the 2 eyeballs or whatever? I never could understand how to beat that game or play that game. I want to say I remember Atlantis. I need to see some gameplay and see if I remember it, because I kind of remember that from my childhood too.
All right, here's the whole list of Atari 2600 games. I thought it started with a D, so let me go down here. Not Defender. Nope. Dodge 'em.
Dodge 'em?
Dodge 'em was the game. Let me, I'll share this screen. It's scarily ugly. But let's see. Share screen. There it is. It looks more like,
I remember that game.
they look more like
Go in and out of the lanes and grab
yeah.
the dots. Yeah, okay, I remember that game.
and your car looks more like a fucking frog.
Yeah, it looks like I thought it was a bug game, honestly.
So yeah.
This must be called Cockroach.
And a lot of these, like I said, this nostalgia for this came back to me when I was working for At Games, because they came out with that really small 50th anniversary gold edition of the 2600, which could also use side loads. But I was working on the code with the coder to get the actual paddles more accurate.
I remember working for At Games customer service, and can't tell you how many freaking tickets will come in about that daggone gold 2600 from people in the UK talking about, hey, my controller died. Can I order another one? I'm like, no.
Yeah. But the cool thing about it was it worked with the original controllers.
Yeah.
So if you could find somebody selling knockoff controllers or originals, they worked. I literally took a pair of regular paddles and plugged them in, and it worked flawlessly.
Yeah.
Which is what I had to go ahead and compare it to make the actual linear reading of the R's work.
You can still buy it on At Games website. Yeah, it's on there. It's still on there. But I'm like, sorry, we don't service that. We don't offer parts. Or I think somebody wanted to update the firmware for it too, and I'm like, we don't have that either.
I'm not going to be able to hear you for a second. My sound card went to shit.
You're okay.
So I've got to go ahead and unplug it and replug it in.
I think as customer service
I was
agent,
getting total static.
I was told to tell people, hey, you got to go to a
There he is,
Atari.
taking advantage of the fact that I can't hear him, just like last week.
Yeah. And so he keeps interrupting me, so because I can hear him.
I'll let you know when I can hear again.
But see, now he's talking over me, and I can't think about what I was going to say. But I remember people complaining about
Not yet.
the
Oh my
firmware.
gosh.
Yeah, this guy.
All right, switch this over to.
And they wanted the files. And
There he
you
is.
have to go to Atari Age in order to get the firmware file. We don't provide it. All right, so you're back. You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, Atari Age is a great site, by the way.
Yeah.
Total great site. I got some nice firmwares off of there. Firmwares.
It's pretty much comedy relief when you can't hear me and I can hear you. And you can't hear me, so you're just like, yeah, there he goes, taking advantage of that. I can't talk. I'm like in the middle of like trying to think about what I'm going to say, and then you like said something. I'm like, fuck, I don't remember what I was going to say. And then I come back, start saying it again, and then you start talking again. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. These technical difficulties. Goodness gracious.
Now
I should not have used that darn sound card tonight. I should have just gone ahead and plugged it into here like I usually do.
Now I know how Link feels falling from the sky.
There you go.
Controlled by
Shit.
Sky.
All right. Did we finish number 2?
Oh no, I never said number 2 because
See?
I was freaking out
Because I had testicular problems.
Stalling. So, dude, I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna go with it. Super Nintendo.
Okay, and then there's the why.
Super Nintendo, because of my Mega Man X series, was huge for me. I was okay with Mega Man from the original Nintendo, but Mega Man X was like the adult version of Mega Man. It just felt like it was more serious and more teenage, adult oriented, and I was like, man. So I absolutely would have to pick Super Nintendo for the Mega Man X series. Also, fun fact, I loved bass fishing games, and Super Nintendo had 2 badass bass fishing games. One was called Bass Masters, or Bass and Black Bass. The sequel to that, I think it was called Super Black Bass. That's what it was called. Okay. So, Black Bass, Super Black Bass. That's what it was called. That was one. The other one was Bass and Black Bass, and it had Hank Parker in the game. That was the best fishing game I've ever played in my entire life, and every time I buy a new emulating device, that's one of the first games I make sure I put on there, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing my fishing game, because it was so damn fun. Yeah, man, fishing Super Nintendo games, check it out. Bass and Black Bass and Black Bass, Super Black Bass. Those fishing games were amazing at the time, because they used what was that technology that Super Nintendo had? God,
The light gun?
No.
No, because that was in NES. Okay.
It was mode 7? Is that what they called it? When the graphics get a certain way, I think they called it mode 7 graphics. It used that sometimes. If you're going to play a fishing game on Super Nintendo, do not play the ones where you play as the lure underneath the water and you got the fish chasing you and stuff. That's stupid. Play the one where you're on top of the water and you're actually got the view on top of the water. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. So
yep, mode 7.
One of the fishing games used mode 7 when you cast your lure. It was great. And then you got Donkey Kong Country, you got Star Fox, Super Mario World 2. Like, Super Nintendo had some of the absolute best game library that still holds up today as one of the best game libraries. And yeah, I got to have that. I would have to have that on Deserted Island for sure.
Okay. All right. I got
so
you.
I
there.
went with Super Nintendo. I already know what your second console is, because you're like,
You do, yeah, because I kind of screwed up and showed that over there, so I wasn't prepared.
Oh yeah. RPGs, Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3. You know, the proper numbering for it anyway.
All right, there goes my number 2, NES, and I've got to say, this is for my dad. This is the other console we played together, and this is where we crossed the line into sports games. This is when they were just good enough to play on the TV, and we're talking lots of baseball, bases loaded, like 1, 2, and 3. I don't think we ever played 4, but Bases Loaded is a great series. And then if you want to go ahead and go onto the ice, Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel, baby. Oh,
That is a flipping classic.
Contra.
Now, then we would also go, I mean, we did a little bit of basketball. I forget which one it was.
I'm thinking it's Double Dribble, man. Come on.
It might have been. But then we got into golf games. And there are several golf games for the NES, but the one we loved the most, for some reason, was Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf.
And I've never heard of that, never played it.
Well, then now we have to go ahead and find a trailer. No, the trailer will be worth shit.
We had the regular golf where the guy had the mustache. It looked like a human version of Mario.
Yeah, it's the NES Open Tournament.
It wasn't NES golf. It was just regular golf.
Okay.
Kind of like you had regular baseball, football, tennis. You had golf.
Now, there's a strong statement from Sheffy Guy. Can you throw that up there? Blades of Steel was better on the NES than the arcade version.
I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that.
That's one of those that did.
Oh my God. Make the pass. I was like, oh, dude. And then the fight sequence.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't remember the rest of the games that we played on there. I know we played Mario Golf, and I know that I played a couple of other games. But, at this point in life, the NES came out, 83?
80, yeah.
I mean, I was in high school. So,
Ooh, I wasn't even born yet.
So somewhere, into the NES's life cycle, and then before the Super NES life cycle is when I was in high school and dating. So, video games were not that big on my list. So that's why for me,
unless you play games with me.
Yeah, no. I was doing much, more traditional things.
Too, but I want to make sure video games were involved.
Nah. Oh, ice hockey. That was a good game. Just the regular ice hockey.
Well, regular ice hockey, we had the skinny player as the fast player. The tall player, he was average, and then you had the fat player.
Yeah, that fat player.
Knock everybody off.
Karate Champ was also a good, fun game on the NES platform. So, but again, for me, this is about spending time with Dad. Then if you see that one controller on the top there, how about that light gun game?
The Zapper.
Yep, you had the Zapper, and you had, I believe, what else was there besides Duck Hunt? I mean, Duck Hunt is the classic.
You had Gunshoe, Gotcha. Was it, oh my God.
There was one other one that is like a police academy kind of one.
Yeah. Hogan's Alley.
Yes. So, I mean, that's my number 2. And again, it's the playing games on this reminds me of playing games with my dad. And I lost my dad a long while ago. So that would be like him playing with me on that deserted island.
And see, I was going to choose the NES as one of my 3 because of how special it was for me. It was my bonding period for me and my brother, who's 6 years older than me. Piece of shit dude now. I can't stand my brother.
Sorry.
Oh no, don't say sorry. He knows what he is. He's completely.
Well, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's the reason why I got kids. I have his kids. Anyway, but growing up, I was like 6 years old. He was 12, and I remember playing. We would take turns playing Punch Out, trying to beat Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
We both knew the code by heart. 737, 1589, whatever. We knew the Konami code for Contra, and we beat that together several times. We used to time each other.
And I love how that code has survived the test of time.
Yep.
If you go ahead, just put this out there for you. If you buy the Fisher-Price game controller for a kid and you put the Konami code on it, it does something special.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They actually baked that into that frigging thing. That was so cool.
I had to have it, man.
Yep.
But you had that. The Mario games were something special too. But one cool thing is me and my brother would always challenge each other at the first Legend of Zelda, where we would time each other who could beat the game the fastest with the least amount of, items. Of course, once we got older, we did try beating the game with just a wooden sword and not ever getting the upgraded sword. But, hell with that. But I don't know, man. Like, NES was a special time for me. That's what pretty much started it all for me. Other than Atari 2600 playing Pac-Man and The Empire Strikes Back, but
And I remember back in the day saving money to go get those carts, man. Now, when Blockbuster and other video places started renting games,
yep,
what a
DuckTales.
godsend that was.
Oh my god, I got to play DuckTales, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, Chip and Dale. Like I would rent all the Disney games. Little Mermaid was cool. I had such a blast growing up in that time period and trying to beat all of those games. Try to beat them in overnight, like just stay up all night during the summer and try to beat them. And we did have Rob the Robot, which sucked. I actually had more fun. Playing Gyromite with just by myself with two controllers.
He's better in Super Smash Brothers than he was in real life.
Right.
Now, I think B. Kirby and I were about doing the same things. 80s came around, wasn't playing video games, chasing girls. Atari played with Dad. Yep. And Nintendo. We lived parallel lives. Totally.
Yep.
Now we got Thumper Squid in. Hello, wonderful gamers.
What's going on?
Good to see you. All right, are we ready for number 3?
Oh, this is difficult for me.
It was for me too. I'm going to say I had several runners up. Before I go to show what I'm going to pick, my runners up included, but see, the reasons were different. The PS1. Why? Because I put the mod chip in it, and I could burn silver discs and play them.
Yeah.
And this is runner-up territory for me. Another reason for PlayStation 1, Final Fantasy VII. I forget how many discs that was. It's like 6 or 7, I think.
I want to say 6.
Yeah. But, that that was my first multi-disc game. And my first RPG played, I want to say, more pretty on the big screen. I mean, granted, back then they were all, sprite graphics and things like that. But, I mean, Final Fantasy VII is, if you had to pick top, 3 or top 5 RPGs of all times, that's usually in most people's, because that is the one that's been played by more people overall of all ages than anything else. But so that was a runner-up there. Trying to think what else was my runner-up that I was torn on. Sega Genesis. Owned one, played it, loved it to death. Owned a Nomad. it just didn't have the feels for me. And the one I picked, and we'll go into trust me, but Nintendo 64 was a choice. GameCube was a choice. I mean, Smash Bros. Come on. But ultimately, what I went with for my number 3 was, change screens. Go over here and put it there. Is the original Xbox.
Humdinger.
Here's the reason why. This was a period of my life when I had a lot of life changes, and I had gone through a divorce, custody battle on my children, and things like that. And this was what kept me from going insane in a 2,800 square foot house by myself. This, with some of the games I played, obviously Halo, co-op Halo, when I did have a friend come over. Dear God, a blast. Then there were some other Xbox-only games. There was one, I can't remember what the hell it was called. Beast something, maybe. It
Beast
was
Wars?
Not Beast Wars. This was...
Was it a fighting game, right?
Fighting game. It had the different Beast-type characters.
I know what you're talking about.
They later made a book or two about that one, but it was a blast.
No, it's not Gang Beast. Holy shit, idiot!
Somebody's going to come up with it. I tried to find it and I couldn't. I literally remember buying that and Halo and like one or two other games with the Xbox when I bought it. Maybe I should just look for like release date titles.
Is it Bloody Roar?
Nope.
Bloody Roar Extreme.
Xbox release titles. Let's go with that. That might find it. Looking back,
They started out as humans and
titles.
you became an animal.
Nope.
Right?
Nope. I can't find it. Damn it. Somebody will come up with it, and maybe it wasn't a launch title. Maybe it came out just slightly after launch.
Yeah, it's Bloody Roar Extreme is the only one I'm seeing that's coming up.
Yeah, so it wasn't a
Bloody
launch
Roar,
title.
Primal Fury.
No, I'd have to go. I could literally probably find a picture of it on my phone, because I remember inventorying all my stuff when I was selling it, which I later ended up giving away. I wonder how smart my phone is. If I go ahead and try to search for photos and say Xbox, what do you think?
Maybe.
Holy shit. I'm not joking. It fucking found them.
Wow.
Let me zoom in on this. Okay, so the games that I had in this collection, Brute Force, that's what it was called.
Brute Force, I remember. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Chef, the original Xbox was available only because it didn't require online play. Like you couldn't download games. Like you could.
It didn't have a game store.
Yeah, it didn't have a game store.
So let me take this off. Look at this photograph, because these are the games I actually owned that I gave away. Halo, Halo 2, Lynx 2004 Golf, Mech Assault, Splinter Cell. And I don't know if you can remember back then, you actually could get these simple little games at Burger King.
Oh, yeah.
There were Burger King-based games. Unreal Championship. Let's see, Sega GT 2002.
Edition 2003.
Yeah, there's those other Wolfenstein and Doom. That was my collection of games that I owned.
Doom 3?
Which Doom was it?
I think I came out on the original Xbox. It was like
I think it was 3. Yeah.
Yeah, killer app.
I got it in a steel box. And then, of course, the 2 free games that came with it, Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set.
Jet Set Radio.
Yep. So that was the machine that basically kept me sane when I wasn't working. And like I said, 2,800 square foot house when the kids weren't with me. Yeah. I can definitely remember the days of just playing that all night long. 2K Sports Series may have.
I know they started on Dreamcast. I don't know if they transferred to the original Xbox or not. I can't remember.
Now I want to find Brute Force. Brute Force Xbox trailer. Oh, there we go. And it's on YouTube.
Oh,
of course
wait,
it is.
Brute Force. I think. Yes. Okay. Brute Force. I think Limited Run is doing a new version of this or a
Yeah, give me a second.
re-release.
I'm finding it. I want to say it was squad based.
Yeah.
So let me go over to here. I will hit Sherry. I'm gonna have to delete half the sound in this channel.
No.
All right.
That was a different game. That's a different series game.
So I think this was what you could switch back and forth between characters kind of game.
Take the picture of the console off the screen. I can do that.
Wait.
I don't need you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
you could
fine.
do it too, you know.
I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I figured it out.
I mean, decent graphics.
Nice work, Tex. Do you think you could have been any louder?
Hey, maybe you'd prefer I was dog food.
Oh, I love the cheesy.
Oh, this is just covered in cheese.
Ready that grenade launcher.
I mean, shredded cheese and cheese sauce and some Parmesan to go with it.
So, I want to say that who developed Brute Force? What studio?
Damn good question.
Because the
Yes.
reason why I asked that, do you remember when Blizzard was working on StarCraft Ghost? And
Yes.
it got canceled. I think
Let's stop sharing this, and I'll look
this
up.
looks like the game that, and because I know Perfect Dark talked about it had a lot of
Looks
influences.
very familiar. It looks very similar to Perfect Dark. Developer Digital Anvil. Publisher, of course, Microsoft.
Yeah, I want to say that when Blizzard let go of StarCraft Ghost and they stopped making it because it was supposed to be a third-person shooter, I think either some of the development went towards Perfect Dark or it went towards Brute Force.
Probably not the Perfect Dark. Let me see, because if I look at Digital Anvil, they only put out a game in 2000 on the Windows and Dreamcast called Star Lancer, then a game called Freelancer in 2003 in Windows, and then Brute Force on the Xbox in 2003. That's the only games listed for Digital Anvil.
Yeah. I don't know.
So that's my three. And again, a decent library, but it filled a void in my life at the time, and for that I'm thankful for it, and would gladly have that to fill the similar void on a desert island.
Yeah.
Number
So,
three, talk to me, Goose,
For my number three, man.
and give us the runner-ups if you want to.
Yeah, let's give you some runner-ups. So my runner-ups were definitely going to be PS2 because PS2, even though it was a step up from PS1, of course, it didn't have quite the amount of draw for me personally as PS1. PS1 was just something special, but PS2 was fantastic. I loved playing some of the games that were on there. Graphically, how to step up, Need for Speed Underground and stuff like that.
Oh, love that game. Yeah.
But I was basically getting ready to become an adult at that point. Like PS2, I was still in high school, but I was really just getting ready to move on to probably playing less and less games, right? So PS2 was great. And the other runner-up would be Dreamcast. I think Dreamcast was way ahead of its time for its release. And man, so the 2K Sports series that were on there, Was absolutely amazing. Even on PS2 as well. Was it ESPN 2K5 or 2K or 2K1, something like that, 2K2? I don't remember. It was absolutely amazing. But and then Dreamcast, of course, had all the extra peripherals that you could add, like the fishing rod and
Mhm.
reel for the fishing games. That was awesome. Um, Crazy Taxi, Ready to Rumble boxing and stuff like that. Like it felt like the true like arcade console. But man, if I had to pick, it had to be PS1. PS1, PS1 knocked my socks off, man. That was the first ever horror game experience where I actually had to shut the console off and say, I'm not playing this anymore.
Which game?
First Resident Evil scared
Okay.
the shit out of me.
Okay.
I mean, I was a young kid, like, maybe like 13, 14, I think, maybe. But absolutely, that game gave me nightmares. The part where you're walking down the hallway and the dogs jump through the window.
Almost anything to do with the dogs in that damn game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that made me piss my pants, man. Like,
I remember the one where the dogs jump over the table at you.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I met one of the green creatures, the hunters or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they replaced all the zombies, terrified of that game as well. Terrified of that moment as well. Like, that game actually gave me nightmares. But that's just how real at the time it felt to me. Uh, Twisted Metal 1 and 2. Oh, I remember waking up Christmas morning and getting Twisted Metal 2. And I literally-
Yes. Twisted Metal is on my reasons for PS1 being on my my backup list. Yeah.
Yeah. Twisted Metal 2, man. When I opened that thing Christmas morning, I literally played that probably 2 years straight. Like, I remember renting Twisted Metal 3, and I was like, nope, not as good as Twisted Metal 2. Went right back to Twisted Metal 2 and kept playing, trying to beat the game with every single character. That's how like serious I got with that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the graphics between like the FOVs, like the real live action scene sequences going into the gameplay, the sports titles looking more realistic. Like, to me, it was such a jump up from Super Nintendo days to PS1 days. Like,
You know what? You know what sports franchise we haven't mentioned this whole show?
what's that?
Madden.
Yeah, I mean, I touched on it a little bit for the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. I was like, I didn't really care which one I like playing on. I like playing the game on both.
I mean, even back in the NES, it was still a classic game.
Yeah. But Madden on PS1 days and all that. Ooh-wee. Or
Yep.
PS2 days too, but Metal Gear Solid, man.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid changed the game for me. Like, I know Final Fantasy VII changed the game for you.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid changed the game for me. I was like, this is cinematic as shit.
Oh yeah.
And golly, there's so many more others. Nightmare Creatures, Silent Hill, Resident Evil 2. I actually played that all the way through because I got over being scared from Resident Evil 1, and plus it wasn't as scary. But it felt awesome to play that too. And I mean, I still have my little quips about me when it comes to playing Resident Evil games, like 7 and 8. Those, like, some of those scary moments in those games, I was like, all right, I gotta take a break.
I mean, the library for the PlayStation 1 is huge. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wikipedia. That's where I've been, sourcing like lists of games and stuff. Wikipedia had to split it into 2 effing pages because it's almost 4,100 titles.
Yeah.
That's a shit ton.
And here's a hot take. I actually preferred the tall boy boxes when they first came out, like launch titles. They had it was cardboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you open up the box to get the disc out. I actually preferred those over the jewel cases, and because to me it felt unique. to that console. And then when they swapped the jewel cases, I was like, oh, it feels like I'm just buying a CD from Media Play or whatever. You know?
Yeah, I'm going down the whole list here. The Actua series, you know, the golf, hockey, soccer, tennis.
Oh, NHL 98 was,
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't NHL 94, NHL 98 was the second best ever hockey game, period, because number one, all the goalies had the real mask that were painted in. And also, when you scored a goal as the home team, it played get ready for this, or get ready to jam, whatever the name of that song was. It played that song when you scored a goal. And another fact of the matter was, it was the first ever game I remember where it actually said your name. Like if you create a character, it would say your name.
And another thing the PS1 had going for it was a lot of collections from other publishers.
Yeah.
They had Arcade's Greatest Hits, Atari Collection, 1 and 2, the Midway Collection. You could get a lot of games on there that you couldn't get anywhere. And like, let's go way back in time, and this is still a series, Armored Core.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to go with breadth of games, that should probably be on the list. Like I said, 4,073 games listed here. If you had the entire library in a crate and this, you could just keep going on forever.
Yeah. Another RPG that I love playing that I know is not very high on a lot of people's list, or it's a sleeper title, Wild Arms. Wild Arms was very Final Fantasy like, but it had like an animated the animated cutscenes were like,
Says
it
there
looked like
was
an
Wild
animated
Arms
movie.
1 and 2, it says.
Yeah.
Although one of them was not released somewhere. Let me look at the columns here.
Yeah, it was Wild Arms 1 that I'm talking about. That was awesome, man. You played as a blue-haired treasure hunter.
Let me see. This is ranked by or sorted by Japan, European, and North America. So Wild Arms. Okay, Wild Arms 2 did come out in North America. Was never released in Japan. Interesting.
But yeah, Wild Arms, man, like the beginning sequence of the game sounded like a Wild Western. It was just so cool, man. I played
The characters that I'm looking at right now remind me of the Sea of Stars you just showed us.
Yeah, that too. That game is also another game that's on my emulation devices, my handheld emulation devices. I will play Wild Arms every chance I get, before I got a handheld PC and play modern Steam games. But if I ever decide to play emulation games, that's on my list to play. I love Wild Arms. So PS1.
I'm looking at that developer, and they've actually put out a lot of titles. You get into the later years, a lot of Digimon going on. Valkyria Chronicles 4, Chaos Rings 1, 1 Omega 2 and 3. They put out a lot of titles for a lot of publishers.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when I used to play Wild Arms. I was like, this is not a Square Enix game? And I was just really shocked.
You don't realize that Square Enix was also a publisher. So
Yeah.
there are, they did go a long ways. Let's go look up who actually developed some of our other favorite titles. What's other favorite Square Enix title?
There's 5 total Wild Arms games. No, 6. Sorry. 6.
Wing Commander 3 and 4 on the PS1.
Yep.
I love Wing Commander from the PC. Just going off topic, loved that to death. That was one of my faves. If I could get that on a cartridge, I would.
Wild Arms was a 4-disc game? I don't think it was 2. It's either 2 or 4. But it had a lot of discs too. I can get a sealed copy of it for $75. I'm good, thank you. I do have a PS2 over here that I could probably play it in.
Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, yeah. Okay, so this is your runner-up we're talking this whole time about. What's your number 3, man?
No, PS1 is my number.
Oh, it is your 3. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was your runner-up.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
I was jumping all the way around, but yeah, it's PS1, hands down.
Yeah, like I said, the library alone is huge. If you had the crate with all those, you were rocking.
Yeah, after Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, like PS1 got me super hyped for the next generation. After that, I was like, how can games get any better than this? You know, and of course PS2 and all that come out. But
I'm hoping it's a
Okay,
statute of limitations on this, but it was the first console I ever pirated anything on.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, like I said, that mod chip was not that tough, and once you were able to play silver discs, oh my.
But yeah, so hopefully y'all like my list out there, man. Like just PS1, Genesis, and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, again,
Those
mine are all nostalgia factors. Dad, in a time when it kept me sane. So, well, then what do we got to talk about next for a desert island?
I was probably one of the most popular kids in like middle school and elementary school because I had all these games and all these. I had PS1 and Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, and people came over all the time and played. And I think that's one of the things that reminds me that I had a pretty freaking cool childhood at that point because I had those systems and a lot of my friends didn't. And man, Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo, it was over with at that point too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so many of us stay up all night and we would do tournaments and everything. We had a 10-person birthday party at one time, and that's all we wanted to do was have a tournament of whoever wins the Killer Instinct tournament was like the coolest kid in all of our group or whatever. And I don't know. I think we did bet money and stuff, but it was like allowance like $5, whatever. Who knows? I don't remember all that details, but it was insane.
And Devastator Omega says we haven't seen an impressive library or jump in graphics, like we did back then.
Right,
man. Well, I mean, there's only so far you can go. I mean, you go HD, and then you go, quad, and then you go, 4K. Those are not huge leaps in and of themselves. And now that we've hit 4K, it's hard to get past it. Now, granted, every single year we still do see some games that are like, wow, that is the best game I've ever seen. Sean will go ahead and attest to that. Every year a game comes out, he goes, I've never seen anything like it. But it's very small increments at this point.
Well, the only thing that's like, if anything, that's like been super like jump is basically file size.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like you got great optimized games like Resident Evil 9. It's 60 gigs to download, but you'll play a game like Call of Duty, and it's like 250 gigabytes. So. And it's not, and I would say Resident Evil 9 looks a hell of a lot better than Call of Duty, but for some reason Call of Duty is 250 gigs, and Resident Evil 9 60 gigs. That's the biggest thing now. A lot of people nowadays are like, we want physical. Guys, physical media is getting more expensive to hold all this data.
Yeah.
Like you would have, like game developers are going to have to start like putting their labels on flash drives and handing it to us and be like, here you go. There's a 1 terabyte flash drive with your one game on it. I mean, it's kind of
well, like for instance, there are games for and they're games that you buy on a cartridge, supposedly, for Nintendo Switch, that literally is just a link to a download, and they will warn you on the box, you must have an SD card. This will not fit on your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, this
Period.
is not on your console. You have to have an SD card of 128 gigs or more.
Well, I mean, once you get to a certain amount of, processor, GPUs, and things like that, you hit a wall.
Yeah.
Can then it becomes the engine. Now, what are we talking about recently? Rocket League? Is that
Unreal Engine 5 or 6?
I think 6.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
And I feel like
see.
5 just came out like 2 or 3 years ago. Is how, like, I mean, I know it's been longer than that, but it feels like that. It hasn't really set in.
Now, as I pointed out, Sean is an example of, telling us what awesome games have been coming out because he plays them all. But,
Crimson Desert, is one of them.
to Little Aliens, point, how real do we want them? There's actually a, renaissance of people wanting more and more classic games now.
Yeah.
Not just because they're easier or this or that. They want to get away from the realism that is in the new games, because sometimes that's where the developers put their effort is to, is to make it pretty and this and that so that they can have people say, yeah, that is the most realistic game I saw in 2025. But was it the most fun? Now, I will say you get some really cool graphics and jump scares and shit like that are awesome. But, there's something to be said for the original Star Fox game.
One of the top games that's come out recently, IGN's gave it a 10 out of 10. If you know anything about Shovel Knight, you may have heard of Mina the Howler.
I know Shovel Knight very well. I own them all, and I have all of the amiibo. All of them.
So Yacht Club Games, this game just came out a couple weeks ago. IGN gave it a perfect 10. It's IGN, of course. I hold them with a grain of salt. But if you loved how great Shovel Knight was, you'll love this game. Now, this game is very similar to its influences are Link's Awakening from the Game Boy Color days.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that, right?
Oh,
but it also
spot on.
Yeah, but
that right there, that dungeon was totally it.
Yeah, it has a difficulty spike of Dark Souls. You collect bones from the enemies you kill. If you die, you lose all those bones in that spot. You have to go back and go collect those bones or lose them forever, or you can't upgrade. There's a bunch of different weapons. You can heal. The more times you hit an enemy, like say you're about to die, like all your health's gone. The more times you hit the enemy without getting hit, you'll raise this bar. And then if you drink a flask, which is your healing flask, you'll get all that energy back because you were careful enough to not get hit again. But yeah, this game is, and I bought this game. It's like, I think it's either 19 or $29. This game's awesome, y'all. If y'all haven't picked it up, go on your console now and pick it up. Mina the Howler is freaking awesome.
All right.
And that goes back to your point that people are asking for games now. They're asking for actual plastic looking games.
Oh yeah.
Mad Little Pixel just did a video on a knockoff of Simon's Quest. It's called Return to Transylvania. The Quest for Simon something else. I forget the actual name of it, but it's a knockoff of Castlevania, Simon's Quest. But it plays and looks amazing. Neo Inferno is another awesome game that just recently came out. Yeah, and these games are like very cartoonish graphics, Nintendo Super Nintendo style graphics, stuff like that. Amazing stuff. I love the fact that we're going back into that direction.
Yeah, and there's always been a market for that. I've always seen a bunch the Zeldas and the Metroidvanias. They come out all the darn time, and God, there was one. I've got a steel book of it. It's something to do with the word blood. That is
Bloody Roar.
No, it's totally a Castlevania knockoff.
Oh God, man.
Ritual of Blood,
Yeah. Ritual of the Night.
something like that. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
The steelbook is way the hell over there. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I got that as I don't know if that was a Kickstarter or if that was one of those. What's that other company that does the short runs? Limited Run.
Limited Run, yeah.
Actually, it was from Limited Run when I got it.
Oh, speaking of that, PS1, Sympathy of the Night, Castlevania,
Yep.
considered the greatest Castlevania I've ever made. That's another reason why PS1 is my third and final console that I have to have.
Yeah, no, definitely good stuff. What was the title of that one that I got from Limited Run? I don't want to get up all the way and go over there and get the damn, book.
Curse of the Moon, right? Isn't that the name of the titles? Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon.
There it is. Yep, that was the one.
Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon is like classic Castlevania games from 16-bit, 8-bit days. 1 and 2, fantastic games as well. If you haven't played those, play those. They're absolutely worth it.
And who was the person behind that? There was actually, it's probably one of those Chinese or Japanese, pardon me, names of who created it that was really big on this stuff in the past. But let me see.
Koji Iragashi made Ritual of the Night, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. People wanted another Sympathy of the Night from PS1, and Koji Iragashi is the one that said, "You know what? I made that game. Y'all want another one, and y'all want a new version of it? Here you go. Here's Bloodstained Ritual of the Night."
And by the way, developed in only 6 months.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a great game. I love that one. I've got it on my, I believe that's on my Switch. So
and it's constantly on sale, too. Here, I'll see what the sales are for it right now. GG deals. Bloodstained.
yeah, Koji
Iragashi.
No, it's IG. Igarashi. He was actually the producer of Castlevania series.
Yep.
So that's why he brought this over.
Yep. So Ritual of the Night on PC Steam is $1.99 right now instead of $40.
That's a steal.
Yeah. That's on PC. On Xbox, cheapest I see it is $31. PlayStation 4, $39, and Switch, $39.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
PC is where it's at.
it's a great game. I mean, it says here that in the first week they sold 100,000 copies.
Yep. And it went on Kickstarter.
56% of that was on the Switch.
Yep.
By 2020, had sold over 600,000, with still more than half of the sales going to the Switch.
Yep.
I mean, that was a big game for the Switch at the time.
And there's a sequel coming out later next year. Another one of sequel to Bloodstained.
I heard something about that.
Yep. Coming out next year. I think you switch between 4 different characters, but it still has the original character from the first game.
I will have to keep my eyes peeled for that. Like I said, I've got the original on the steelbook with a cart. I think I bought the second one digitally, obviously.
Yep, I got it too.
So, all right. Well, I think we beat this one to death. Not bad for a subject that, again, I didn't think it was going to last an hour and change. So we did a good job on it. So before we go ahead and try to do our members only stream for a short bit, it's getting late and I got to wake up at 6:45. Where can we see you, since I ain't streaming much more other than this, where can we see you between now and the next That Gaming show?
All right. So tomorrow, Arcades Anonymous will be going on at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Check us out.
You're probably going against a World Cup game for me, but I'll try.
Probably. Let me see what the topic is going to be, because I'm trying to remember what it was, and it was something cool. I think it's called Arcade Origins. Like what got you into the arcade, basically. Let me see. Let me double check that. Boy, I went off the rails in this chat too. So
you don't have a really big World Cup game tomorrow during that time slot. Tomorrow, Uzbekistan versus Colombia starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. Ghana and Panama tomorrow at 7. So that'll be over by 9 o'clock.
Cool.
So yeah, it won't be that big. The big games are going to be Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I will tell you this. There is going to be a future episode of Arcades Anonymous. We're all in between our late 30s, 40s, and 50s. So we're at that age. I am going to do a top 10 greatest animated movies, non-Disney. Cannot be Disney. So it has to be animated movies, non-Disney, of all time.
Ghost of the Shell. Sorry.
I'm going to do that.
Akira. Sorry.
What?
Akira. Okay.
Akira? Okay. That could be going on your top 10. Well, here's the stipulation for that. All 4, I think there's going to be 4 panelists on that episode, maybe 5. But we're not allowed to end the stream until we all agree on the top 10. And its placements on the list and everything. So that's going to be my thing. I'm like, we're not ending the stream until everybody agrees. So we're probably gonna end some friendships.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, most of mine are going to be anime, obviously. Wow, it's movies, right? Not series.
It's got to be movies, not series.
Okay,
and it can't be Disney.
That's
because
easy.
Disney has to have its own top 10. You cannot compare anything to Disney.
Well, now when you say Disney, I'm just totally stretching this out way too long. Does that include Pixar?
Pixar, yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, they weren't. Pixar was not Disney back when Steve Jobs was there. Okay, just saying.
Oh, well, when Toy Story came out, it said Disney Presents. So I'm not doing that. That's going on the Disney list. So you have to think of.
Is that the difference between a developer and a publisher?
I don't know. I'm not going that deep. all I know is on the list, if you're going to say Land Before Time, you're not going to say Toy Story with it, or Pocahontas or anything like that. You're going to say non-Disney.
So we're going the non-Japanese. Okay, all right.
Well,
that's gonna be tough.
Come on, man. I'm just thinking about my childhood. I'm not talking about my adult, life or whatever. There's a lot of Japanese animes that I love.
Dude, Ghost in the Shell is not that current. You kidding?
No, it's not that current, but I saw it as an adult. I didn't see it as a kid.
That was a 2017 film.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. That was the live action. Go
Yeah,
backwards.
that's the live action one. Yeah, you don't want to do that one. I think it's like 1993, like Akira.
Manga was serialized from 89 to 91. Movie, this is logo used in the 95 film adaptation.
95.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I was like, Akira's 91, 93, something like that. But no,
now Ghost of the Shell, we could do a whole show on that, okay? Because what do you think of the movie, first of all?
Oh, fantastic.
The remake, because it's been done 3 times.
Oh, no, the original. Like
there's like a 2.0, and then there was another one that they did.
No, just the original. I haven't seen any of the other ones, honestly.
Most of the other ones after that are actually just pieces of the different series.
Right.
Because the series came out like three different series, and then they later start splitting those out into all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah,
They would take like the first half of the season and make a movie out of it.
Now, do you consider Mr. Howell's Moving Castle an animated movie?
I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm sorry.
Mr. Howell's Moving Castle?
Yeah, I'm out.
That was a Japanese anime movie. You got The Boy and the Heron.
Yes, that's classic.
Which is voiced by Robert Pattinson, which is crazy.
Totally. Howl's Moving Castle 20th anniversary trailer.
Yeah,
that was back in 2024. Ouch.
Yeah, that's an old movie too, man. But it's good. Yeah, see, Steven, you got it. You understand. Secret of Mem, heavy metal. But I was like, man, we could do a whole series. I was like, we could do a Disney series, non-Disney series, and then hybrids. In other words, like Cool World, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, stuff like that.
Right now I'm so tired. I didn't even think of any of those. And like you said, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I mean, for what it was, yes. Heavy metal, of course, for what it was. But that had, it brought music, it brought the magazine and all this stuff together in such a way that was at the time unique. And I'm not going to lie, I did think of Iron Giant when he talked about anime, or not animes, but non-Disney titles that were cool. Iron Giant falls up there for me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so the reason why this all came up was I was having an argument with some coworkers in the kitchen. Sorry to keep bringing this on and everything, but I was having an argument with some guys in the kitchen. I was like, so in my top 10, I would put Land Before Time as one of the greatest animated stories of all time.
That's a stretch.
All right, guy said the same thing, but then he goes, in my top 10, Brave Little Toaster.
I got nothing there.
So I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, you're going to put Brave Little Toaster in your list and not have Land Before Time? What's wrong with you? Like, so I was like, this will be a good discussion to have. It's not home arcade. It's not arcade, not video game related. But
can I just pick a series and say the Pokemon movies? Because there's like 27 of those.
Yeah. Don't talk shit on Littlefoot. Exactly. Thank you, Sean.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Sean. So, yeah.
I watch those a lot with my kids.
All right. And, dude, the first one was just the nostalgia for all this. That's what I really wanted to do the series for. It's like, it has nothing to do with video games. It has nothing to do with arcades. But it has the nostalgia that you had either when you were a teenager at that time in the early 80s or if you were a young kid like I was, like I would watch that movie on VHS on repeat. See, Sean gets it. Thank you, Sean. So make sure when we do announce when we're doing that show, hang out with me, man, and defend me when I start saying some of these movies and other guys are going, "Oh, that's bullshit, man. That movie's terrible." I don't even remember.
I just thought of at least 2 or 3 more shows for us. Sorry.
All it counts. All it takes is
and until I can play Rocket League again, darn it, I gotta try to think of what we could do for shows. So
yeah. So check us out tomorrow. I think it's something about arcade origins. I think Gallagher guy came up with it. Thursday would be Yo Retro because we are getting a new release on the Act Games 4KP. But Six got a job promotion, so he will not be able to do our show Thursday. So I think we're doing it Friday night instead.
I can't help you because I don't have a 4KP. So
there you go.
Maybe I'll ask my friend PK. If he has any, he can help me out with.
Hey, buddy, let me get one of them things.
I'm not going to lie. I actually reached out to him today just to. It's been almost a year since him and I talked. So I threw him a little note just saying hi and say hi to the family and stuff. So, I mean, I got to spend time there with him and see the kids and stuff. So it was a little different relationship that I had with him.
That's crazy.
So I mean, I was there literally during the LA fires when one of his houses was burning.
Wow.
Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't the main house, but
Still, he has multiple houses.
it was still a heck of a loss.
Yeah. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and do this little members only stuff.
We will do that, but first I'm going to have to tell it to do that. And oh shit, can I do that? Remember, I had to reboot my damn PC, or not PC, but my browser PC. Let me go to Studio and see if it'll let me do that.
Y'all see this guy here? This is shit I deal with.
You want to go deal with this?
Nah, we're good. We're good.
I'm just happy the damn stream stayed alive, because that was a very bad thing that happened to us. All right, so here we go. I can go ahead down here and hit the plus button. And I can say members only live stream and tell it we're going to do it in 1 minute. So we got about 30 to 40 seconds until I hit the outro. There we go. So we know what you're doing. We are going to do something else in the Desert Island series next week. We don't know what. It will be discussed in the members only after show. Speaking of members only, right now there's only one tier. It's 99 cents a month. And it basically helps keep the lights on, pay for this software we're using and stuff like that. And we'll give you some perks. One of them is after our live streams, we go ahead and do a little members only gathering afterwards. So if you're a member, you will be redirected to that stream here in about how many seconds? 19. I better hit the outro. All right, guys. We'll see you then, and see everybody else next week on That Gaming Show.
Gaming Show.
Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Oh, they can hear us probably. Ha ha. Just waiting. I'm just waiting for